Hey, what's going on, everybody? Shane McIntyre here. Just want to share a thought on the topic of procrastination because I thought it was interesting. All right, so I want to chat to you today about this procrastination and I guess just three kind of things to overcome procrastination. I think we all struggled with procrastination, not struggled, but has faced or battled procrastination at some point or one point or another in their journey, or you know what I mean? We've all faced it at some point. And if you haven't, well, then this video probably isn't for you, but it can help you in case you end up rubbing against it sometime in the future and you want to know how to deal with it. Okay, great. So I was thinking about this and I kind of figured out three things to help you tackle procrastination whenever it rears its ugly head. And the three things are constraints, deadlines, and consequences. Constraints, deadlines, and consequences. So the first one is constraints. I forget the quote, but there's a really good quote out there that talks about how, or this idea or concept rather, that talks about how if you give somebody a week to get something done, it'll get done in a week. A couple of days, it'll get done in a couple of days. A year, it'll get done in a year. A quarter, 2 months, it'll get done in that amount of time as well. And so when it comes to procrastination, a lot of times there are no constraints, right? We're procrastinating. We are not really adhering to these constraints. We are giving ourselves more than enough time, or we think that we have more than enough time to get the job done, or to do the thing, or to accomplish the goal, or to complete the task, or whatever the case may be. It's because those constraints aren't as tight. They're looser constraints. So you may have to do something, and the time at which you're given to do it a little bit further off in the future, and so you feel like you have a bit more time. And that's the biggest part. So you're going to give yourself really clear time constraints in which you're going to get this thing done. This will also help you to focus in on getting the thing done within the time. When you set these clear constraints between I'm going to do it between here and here, now your focus becomes locked in versus it's wider and it's all over the place. The second thing is deadlines. You're going to put a hard stop, a hard deadline, right? Hard deadline in terms of this has to get done by this day. And it's usually best to set that deadline a couple of days ahead of the actual deadline. The reason being is you might not get everything done by that deadline, and that's okay. But let's say you have 90% or 80% of it done before the deadline. Well, now that gives you a little bit more breathing room to account for anything and everything that may happen in between, life to happen in between. To give you some room, some buffer time, so that you can still accomplish the goal, accomplish the task, or get the result within the actual deadlines that are set up. Hey, hope you're enjoying the episode. If you are, please share it with someone who needs to hear this episode today. It would mean so much to me, and to get to do a good deed in the process. Also, I want to give you a free gift today for hanging out and listening. I want to give you my free self-confidence playbook. Inside of this playbook, you're going to learn how you can start building greater confidence and resilience to defeat self-doubt and go after your goals. So if you want to achieve your goals faster with greater confidence and clarity, then this is for you. Once again, it's absolutely free. Just go to theinnerolympian.com/playbook. That's theinnerolympian.com/playbook, and you can download it right there. All right, back to the episode. Okay, and in conjunction with these deadlines, you're going to add consequences. And I think this is the biggest part of procrastination, is that there are no real consequences. And because there are no consequences attached to the deadline or attached to the thing that you're procrastinating, or the deadlines you feel are, or the consequences you feel are further out, you're not thinking about them presently. And so you're not worried about them, or they're not serious enough to you. And so the idea with this is by setting up a constraint and a hard deadline, and then consequences attached to that hard deadline, you can begin to spark some quote unquote motivation to get the thing done, to not procrastinate and put it off, because you know you have a certain amount of time to get it done. You have a deadline that you have to accomplish it by. And attached to those deadlines are consequences, either negative or positive. And the thing about the negative or positive consequences is put a consequence on it that is strong enough or serious enough and significant enough. So that's strong, serious, and significant enough to you so that you take it seriously. Because otherwise, what's the point, right? So you're going to set up those constraints, set up a certain deadline, consequences attached to the deadline, positive or negative, you choose. And then that is a good way, a structured way, a bit of a systematic way to begin to tackle and handle procrastination, or to prepare for procrastination ahead of time. Anyway, that's a thought. again, limits, hard constraints, deadlines, negative, positive consequences, and that will help you to combat procrastination if ever you find yourself facing it. Hope that helps. Hope that provided some value for you. Like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and I will see you next time. Peace.